Hey everyone, it's Stranger Grayson here. It's been a while. First of all, I just want to thank everybody for, sticking around with me despite, all the breaks I've been doing. It's just, I've been kind of stressed out with school and everything. Just finished up my junior year, so hopefully senior year is going to be a lot less stressful. I'm pretty sure it will be. But, dealing with school and then work, it's not really leaving me a lot of time in between to, watch movies and read books and everything. And plus, I'm moving out of this room and going into my new room. If I am spacing out reviews over a week and a half or so, just know that's why I'm moving around and everything. And you guys might see a new set soon, so all this is gonna be gone. Might still have the blue, but this is gonna be a new setup, probably here within the next couple of weeks or so. So, yeah, just a heads up. I figured why not start off the summertime with a, summer horror film franchise. And it's not as long as the Friday the 13th movies, so don't worry. I believe this only has 7 films in the franchise. Most of them suck, but there are a few of them, at least from what I heard, are good. The one I just watched yesterday, was pretty good. So, without further ado, let me introduce you to the Wrong Turn franchise, starting out with the first film, Wrong Turn. Now, this is a movie set that comes with films 1 through 5. I ordered 6. It's on the way. I have the remake. The only one I don't have is 6. So I went ahead and ordered that this morning. Should be here by the end of the week, along with a couple other movies that I think you guys might be interested in seeing. There was a box set that has 1 through 6, but I don't believe it was released in the United States. I think this was in Europe or Australia. So this one only has 1 through 5. There is a box set that has 1 through 6, but when I look online, they're going for over $100, which I think is ridiculous. But I do have the remake. So 6 is on the way, but for now, I've got 1 through 5 in here. So starting off with film 1, Wrong Turn. What is it about? So Wrong Turn follows a guy named Chris Flynn. He's passing through West Virginia, the back foresty kind of areas. He's going up a highway. There's a blockage because there's some sewage or chemicals that spilled out on the highway. It's going to take a couple hours, but he needs to get up to where he needs to go. So he decides to make another turn near Bear Creek Mountain. And he is traveling along. He gets distracted in his car and he accidentally wrecks into a group of teenagers who were, or young adults who were stranded on the road because one of their tires were popped. And he crashes his car. Both the vehicles are totaled now. They got nowhere to go. We check on him. We get introduced to some more main characters like Scott, Jesse, and a couple other people. There's a few others. I just forget the names. I'm sorry. They are stranded out in the woods along with him because one of their tires were popped. Somebody had set barbed wire out on the road on purpose because it was tied to a tree. They find that out when they go back and look on the highway. So a few of them, including Chris, decide to go out and look for help while 2 of them stay behind with the vehicles in case somebody were to show up. So they go hiking through the woods, the people that are, looking for help, and they come across a campfire, so they know there's people around. Chris and Jesse and a couple other people that are with them, they come across a shack, but unbeknownst to them, there are some hillbilly cannibals out in the woods. They're deranged, deformed people out in the woods, and they have just murdered the 2 people that were out by the vehicles, and they find the bodies of one of their friends as they come busting through. And they realize something's really wrong when they search the cabin and find all blood and guts everywhere in a body. So from here on out, you realize things might seem pretty hellish, and it's going to be a nightmare on earth for them trying to leave. Wrong Turn was a film that I don't think is talked about a lot. It's one of the stranger summertime horror flicks out there. I think the cast was pretty well. I did enjoy, the acting wasn't great, but as a film by itself, I think this would have been a summertime flick that people could sit around and watch, really enjoy. I enjoy the cannibal hillbillies running around there, murdering them in the woods. It kind of feels like Friday the 13th Part 7 in a way, where they're just out in the woods running away from killers. As much as you guys know, I hate how much they run through the woods in Part 7. But this movie's more fitting because, they're in the backwoods of West Virginia trying to find help. It makes sense, especially with the killers out there. It didn't make sense for Jason to just be running around the woods. The main characters here, I think Chris Flynn, he starts off as like you'd think he'd be like a douchebaggy, selfish character, but he actually does like increase, for me personally, as one of my favorite characters in the film. Especially seeing how much he grows and cares for the people, even though he just knew them. They're all trying to survive. He's not about survival of the fittest, especially with Jesse, and you can kind of see a romance between him and Jesse throughout the film. The cannibal hillbillies themselves, I think the practical effects on how they look was really great. Like, you got Sawtooth, One Eye, Three Finger. I believe those are the names of them. And Three Finger, I believe, is actually on the cover here. I believe that's him right there. That's Three Finger. If it'll focus. Yeah, that's him right there. I think they were all extraordinary. The people that played them, definitely a change of pace from the other horror films that I've seen, or horror villains, I should say, not films. I think the kills were pretty cool. Like, there was a couple off-screen kills that, were kind of lame to me, but the ones that they showed on screen, dude, the practical effects look amazing. Even if they had a short budget for this film, which I highly doubt they did, but if they did, bravo to them. Like, it is so... you guys know me, I prefer practical effects over CGI. I think CGI blood, ruins, or just CGI in general just kind of ruins the atmosphere and the tone of the film. And it doesn't make the kills look any better. And honestly, it kind of makes them worse at some points. The ending to the film, I think, was pretty uplifting. I won't tell you what happens because I don't like spoiling anything. You guys know this, but then there was a post-credit scene that kind of teases a second film, which you'll understand once you watch it. So I'm looking forward to looking at the second film. I've heard mixed reviews on it. I didn't spoil anything for myself. I just heard mixed reviews. I know Dead Meat covered this whole franchise on his channel. I'm going to be trying to avoid that with any spoilers. I've watched it before, but it's been a couple years, so can't really remember much what happens. So overall, I think Wrong Turn was definitely a pretty solid film. Hope you guys are going to be enjoying me covering the films. I know it's not very popular amongst horror fans. I know majority of them only enjoy a couple of them. From what I heard, most of them suck, but I don't know. I have the benefit of the doubt here for this series. So overall, that has been my review on Wrong Turn. I think it was a pretty, I can't talk today, guys. It was a pretty solid film. If I had to rate it on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd probably give it about an 8. I think it was pretty good. Probably about an 8, 8.5, somewhere in there. Some of the kills were off screen. I didn't enjoy that. There were a couple stoner characters in there. I totally forget their names, but they were kind of forgettable, if I got to be honest. You only see them for like 15 minutes. And those are the two people that stay behind the car, so you'll understand that. But overall, yeah, pretty solid film. Enjoyed the atmosphere. The suspense was great in the film. And most of the characters were pretty enjoyable, except for the couple stoners and, the guys that you don't really get to meet that much. And practical effects were amazing. So that has been my review on Wrong Turn. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section down below. Did you like it? Did you dislike it? I'd love to hear your thoughts on it down in the comments. I'm really glad to be back to this channel, guys. It's been a while, and I know Strange Michael, or what he goes by now, I think Night of the Living Dude, I think that's what his channel is now. He's covering horror movies now. I'm glad to be alongside him doing horror movie films, even though we're not collabing right now. I'd love to collab with him in the future, but for right now, he's kind of got his own thing going on, and me too. But Michael, if you're watching this, let me know if you'd like to do a collab sometime. I really would enjoy it. I will have another horror movie haul for you guys soon, once those other movies came in that I ordered off Amazon. So stay tuned for that. But until then, stay tuned for Wrong Turn 2 Dead End, and I will see you guys then. God bless, and have a great day. Bye, everyone.